ये क्या, आपके बेटे को बेटी को मैथ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है? अरे मारो नहीं, हम हैं। और इस वीडियो को देखो, लाइक करो, शेयर करो, सब्सक्राइब जरूर करना।
Sharing by grouping. In division, we either find the number of groups or the number to be put in each group. Let's try to understand the concept of division by sharing through an example. Kinjal wants to treat 3 of her friends on her birthday. She brings 12 pastries from her house and gives them equally to all her friends. How many pastries will each friend get? Kinjal starts distributing the pastries as shown. First, she gives 1 pastry to each friend. Then, she gives 1 more pastry to each friend. She gives another pastry to each friend. Kinjal still has some pastries left. She gives 1 more pastry to each friend. No more pastries are left with Kinjal. Each friend gets 4 pastries. This can be shown as 12 divided by 3 equal to 4. Here, 12 is the total number of items to be distributed or shared. 3 is the number of groups with whom the sharing is to be done. And 4 is the number to be put in each group. 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. So, 12 pastries shared equally among 3 friends means dividing 12 by 3 to get 4. Thus, we have found the number to be put in each group. Division as repeated subtraction. Division can also be understood as repeated subtraction. Let's consider an example to understand this concept. There are 12 ice cubes in a tray. 2 ice cubes have to be put in each glass. How many glasses are needed? Put 2 ice cubes in the first glass. 12 minus 2 is equal to 10. Put 2 ice cubes in the second glass. 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. Put 2 ice cubes in the third glass. 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. Put 2 ice cubes in the fourth glass. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Put 2 ice cubes in the fifth glass. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Put 2 ice cubes in the sixth glass. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. No more ice cubes are left. We can say that we subtracted 2 6 times from 12. Therefore, we can say that division is repeated subtraction. Thus, 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. So, we need 6 glasses. Properties of division. There are certain properties of division. Let's understand them. Division of a number by 1. A number, when divided by 1, gives the same number as the quotient. For example, 112 divided by 1 is equal to 112. 1225 divided by 1 is equal to 1225. Division of a number by itself. A number, when divided by itself, gives the quotient as 1. For example, 119 divided by 119 is equal to 1. 7430 divided by 7430 is equal to 1. Division of 0 by a number. 0 when divided by any number gives the quotient as 0. For example, 0 divided by 79 is equal to 0. 0 divided by 653 is equal to 0. Division of a number by 0. It is not possible to divide any number by 0. Anusha, finish your juice. You are still left with 1/3 juice in the glass.
Okay, Mummy. But what is 1/3?
Words like 1/3, half, etc. are known as fractions. These words show that they are a part of a whole. When a number, group or thing is complete, we call it whole. A group of things or objects taken as one whole is called a collection. When we divide a whole thing or a collection of things into parts, each part is known as a fraction of the whole or collection. We write fractions in numbers as number of parts selected by total number of equal parts of the whole. For example, if a banana is divided into 7 equal parts, then each part is equal to 1/7. We read it as 1/7. We name a fraction by first writing the numerator followed by the ordinal name of the denominator. For example, 6/8 is read as 6/8. 2/9 is read as 2/9, and so on. We have learnt about fractions. Now let's know about some commonly used fractions. Half. If you divide a whole thing into 2 equal parts, then each part is called half of the whole. It is represented as 1/2. Remember, 2 halves make one whole. 1/3. If you divide a whole thing into 3 equal parts, then each part is 1/3 of the whole. It is represented as 1/3. Remember, 3 1/3s make one whole. 1/4. If you divide a whole thing into 4 equal parts, then each part is 1/4 of the whole. It is represented as 1/4. Remember, 4 1/4s make one whole. We can measure small lengths using a 15 centimeter long ruler. For example, let's try to measure the length of this cup coaster. To do so, follow these steps. Step 1. Place the ruler along the edge of the coaster such that the 0 marking falls on one of its ends. Step 2. Read the marking on the ruler at the other end of the coaster. This gives the length of the coaster in centimeters. Thus, the length of the cup coaster is 4 centimeters. To measure lengths more than 15 centimeters, we use a bigger ruler called a meter ruler. A measuring tape is of the same length as a meter ruler. So, it can also be used to measure bigger lengths. Since 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, a meter ruler is 100 centimeter long. To convert meters into centimeters, we multiply by 100. For example, 3 meter is equal to 3 multiplied by 100 centimeter, which is equal to 300 centimeter. 4 meter is equal to 4 multiplied by 100 centimeter, which is equal to 400 centimeter. You already know that there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So, to change a length given in centimeters into meters, we divide by 100. For example, 100 centimeter is equal to 100 divided by 100 meter, which is equal to 1 meter. 200 centimeter is equal to 200 divided by 100 meter, which is equal to 2 meter. Longer lengths like the distance between two cities, the length of a river, the height of tall buildings and mountains, etc., cannot be measured in meters. So, we use a bigger unit of measurement called kilometer to measure such lengths. Conversion of kilometer into meter and vice versa. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, or 1 km is equal to 1000 m. To convert a length given in kilometers into meters, we multiply by 1000. For example, 2 kilometer is equal to 2 multiplied by 1000 meter, which is equal to 2000 meter. 12 kilometer is equal to 12 multiplied by 1000 meter, which is equal to 12,000 meter. We can convert meters into kilometers by dividing 1000. For example, 7000 meters is equal to 7000 divided by 1000 kilometer, which is equal to 7 kilometer. 10,000 meter is equal to 10,000 divided by 1000 kilometer, which is equal to 10 kilometer. Similar conversions can be done in case of weight and capacity. To convert grams or milliliter to kilograms or liters, we divide by 1000. And to convert kilograms or liters to grams or milliliters, we multiply by 1000. Time is measured in hours, minutes and seconds. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. To read time, we divide the clock into 2 halves as shown by the dotted line. When the minute hand is on the right side of the dotted line, we read the time as minutes past a given hour. When the minute hand is on the left side of the dotted line, we read the time as minutes to the next hour. Money has 2 forms: paper money, called currency notes, and metal coins. In India, rupees are written as and paise are written as P. 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. We separate rupees and paise with a dot. For example, 12 rupees and 50 paise is written as rupees 12.50. Money conversion. You have already learnt that 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So, 2 rupees is equal to 2 multiplied by 100 paise, which is equal to 200 paise. 3 rupees is equal to 3 multiplied by 100 paise, which is equal to 300 paise. 15 rupees is equal to 15 multiplied by 100 paise, which is equal to 1500 paise, and so on. If the amount is given in rupees and paise with a dot, Simply remove rupees and the dot and write the amount in paise. For example, rupees 3.65 is equal to 365 paise. Rupees 14.07 is equal to 1407 paise. To change paise into rupees, put a point 2 places from the right. For example, 925 paise is equal to 9 rupees 25 paise. 1150 paise is equal to 11 rupees 50 paise. Let's consider one example of each. Add 536 rupees 25 paise and 842 rupees 50 paise. Write rupees and paise under their respective columns and add as shown. Subtract 23 rupees 45 paise from 57 rupees 68 paise. Write the bigger amount on the top and the smaller amount below it and then subtract as shown. Multiplication of money is the same as multiplication of any two numbers. When multiplying rupees and paise by a number, write rupees and put a point in the answer, 2 places from the right. Multiply 47 rupees 25 paise by 9. Multiply as we do in case of simple multiplication and then put a point in the answer 2 places from the right. When dividing rupees and paise by a number, divide by ignoring the point. Then write rupees and put a point 2 places from the right in the quotient. Divide 46 rupees 30 paise by 2. Divide the numbers ignoring the point. Then place the point in the quotient, 2 places from the right. A point where 2 straight lines meet is known as a corner. The lines joining 2 adjacent corner points are called sides. Look at the given figure. The line joining the adjacent corners A and B is side AB. The line joining adjacent corners B and C is side BC, and so on. The line joining the opposite and non-adjacent corners of a straight-sided shape is called a diagonal. In square PQRS, Q and S are opposite and non-adjacent corners. So, QS is a diagonal. Similarly, PR is also a diagonal. Corners, edges and faces of solid figures. We know that a figure with length, width and height is known as a solid shape. Such figures are also known as three-dimensional or 3D shapes. Face. The surface of a solid shape is called its face. Edge. The side where 2 faces meet is known as edge. Vertex. The point where 2 edges meet is called a vertex. Now let's learn about some common solid figures. 1. This is a cube. It had 6 square-shaped faces, 12 straight edges and 8 vertices. 2. This is a cuboid. It has 6 rectangular faces, 12 straight edges and 8 vertices. 3. This is a sphere. It has 1 curved surface, no edges and vertices. 4. This is a cone. It has 2 faces, 1 flat and 1 curved. It has 1 curved edge and 1 vertex. 5. This is a cylinder. It has 3 faces, 2 flat and 1 curved. It has 2 curved edges and no vertex. 6. This is a hemisphere. It has 2 faces, 1 flat and 1 curved. It has 1 curved edge and no vertices. Symmetry. Look at the picture of the butterfly given alongside carefully. Notice that the left side of the butterfly is similar to its right side. So, we can divide the picture of butterfly into 2 similar halves by drawing a line through the center as shown. Similarly, there are many other natural and man-made things which show similarity in their halves. Let's see some of them. Anything which can be divided into 2 similar parts is called symmetrical, and the line which divides it into similar parts is called line of symmetry. This property of being made of exactly similar parts is known as symmetry.
अब तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ना? तो भाई नहीं है तो लाइक करो, शेयर करो, सब्सक्राइब करो, दूसरों को भी तो भेजो।